He is the most exciting champion in the world of boxing.
Hard left hand by Pacquiao. What an amazing knockout shot.
Looking to make history in his quest to become the sport's first 8-time 8-division world champion. His opponent is a former 3-time champion surrounded in controversy. A warrior looking for redemption and another taste of championship gold.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. Watch me put a beating on Antonio Margarito live Saturday, November 13 on Direct TV pay-per-view.
Manny Pacquiao's journey has taken him from the slums of the Philippines to a seat in his country's Congress. He has fought for every sliver of his success and made a case that he is the greatest boxer on the planet.
Clearly in the hearts of fans who love exciting boxing, Pacquiao is #1 in the world.
This is a difficult fight and most important fight to me because I'm moving up another weight division. My concern is not only for myself, but what I can give to my country, what I can give to the people who love boxing.
His next opportunity comes against this man, Antonio Margarito. They call him the Tijuana Tornado. For years, he was deemed to be as dangerous as any fighter in the sport, until one night changed everything. In the ring,
Mosley has annihilated Antonio Margarito.
And far beyond it.
Yo creo que se olvida todo es porque venciendo a Manny Pacquiao, así no es cierto que Tony ha subido con algo ilegal y la verdad así va a ser. Vamos a ganar a Manny Pacquiao.
Let's go.
One who 5 months ago added another, even more distinguished title to his historic resume.
One question that occurs to me again and again is, can I be a good congressman?
I'm Honorable Manuel D. Pacquiao from Lone District of Sarangani Province.
And my resounding answer is yes.
This past May, the citizens of the largely impoverished southern province of Sarangani elected the people's champion to the Filipino National Legislature.
After I won, I'm thinking that, oh, I have my responsibility is more. But, I like that. That's my dream, to serve people. I want to help them because I know what they're feeling. I know what is the feeling of being nothing in life.
The way he just holds himself, he's a whole different person now from Manny Pacquiao, the boxer. And he's very proud of what he does, and he wants to help his country. And I think, well, we haven't lost him yet to politics, but we will someday soon.
How much longer will Manny Pacquiao want to play the dual roles of both champion and politician?
Boxing is still important to me because boxing is my passion and boxing is my life. While I'm training, of course, I have to focus on my training. I have to focus on my fight. But like after my training, I'm thinking about politics.
Just the other day, he told me, I miss my job. I says, Manny, this is your job. He says, no, I miss Congress. It worries me a little bit when he says he misses his job, because I know it's in his mind.
Like it or not, Antonio Margarito is back. After more than a year in pugilistic exile, you'll find him at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy in Oxnard, California, training for Manny Pacquiao. An opportunity many think he doesn't deserve.
La gente puede opinar lo que ella quiera. Mucha gente me cree que yo no sabía nada, otra gente no me cree. Yo no puedo cambiar el pensamiento de cada persona, ¿no? Pero yo no sabía y no sé lo que tenía ese evento vendaje. Pero pues lo importante es que ya estoy de regreso.
Margarito has been a boxing pariah since January 2009, when controversy erupted at his bout with Shane Mosley at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. The trouble began before the fight in Margarito's locker room, as trainer Javier Capetillo wrapped his boxer's hands while Mosley's trainer Nazim Richardson looked on.
Entonces a mí ya me habían vendado la primera mano, que estaba bien el vendaje. Después, pero desde que me empezó a vendar Capetillo, surgieron los problemas del entrenador de Mosley, que no podía dar 2 vueltas en el mismo tape, que no podía dar, que nomás era una sola.
There was such a distraction about the tape on the wrist. You know, that could be the fake out. I'll show you this to give you something else. So I checked the padding, and when I checked the padding, it felt hard. So then the commissioner felt that, he said, that feels pretty hard. And the commissioner flipped it open and a block fell out of it.
We were all asking ourselves, what happened? What is it? Antonio kept asking me, what's going on, Sergio? What is that? I said, I don't know. It looks like another piece of gauze to me, but I don't know.
The hardened knuckle pads were deemed unsafe and confiscated for further examination. But the fight went on as scheduled.
We get in the ring and he kept asking me, is everything okay? What was that? And so I knew Tony's mind was somewhere else now.
Mosley has Margarito in trouble on the rope. Staggers him with that right hand. He's about one more right hand away from going down.
Capetillo quería parar un round antes de que parara la pelea y yo, como decimos los mexicanos, yo me muero en la raya y yo quería continuar. Fue cuando sucedió lo del knockout.
Margarito is getting hit flush with every right hand. There's another one. There's a big left hook. Why not stop it now? And Shane Mosley has annihilated Antonio Margarito.
Después de que se terminó la pelea y que se empezó a hablar de lo del vendaje, entonces yo todavía no creía qué tan grande estaba esto porque realmente no sabía qué es lo que estaba pasando.
Afterwards, Capetillo claimed he used the hardened pads to protect another fighter's hands in training, and they had been mistakenly placed in Margarito's wraps on fight night without the boxer's knowledge.
Cuando yo hablé con Capetillo, pues solamente él me dijo que había sido un error. Le dije, pero pues qué tipo de error, porque dicen que hay yeso. Y dijo, no hay yeso. Dije, bueno, pues lo que digan que hay. Me dijo, fue un error mío, me dijo, y la verdad lo siento mucho, no pensé que llegara a todo esto. Y pues fue todo lo que él me dijo.
But the California State Athletic Commission found sulfur and calcium in the knuckle pads, ingredients that form plaster of Paris. As a result, the commission voted unanimously to suspend both boxer and trainer for a year, pending reinstatement.
Ya cuando pasó eso, entonces ya cuando estaba solo yo, pues me hacía miles de preguntas, ¿no? Pero nunca sentí yo mal el vendaje, no sé. ¿Será porque no golpeé? Tal vez si yo hubiera golpeado, pues yo iba a ser el primero que le iba a decir a Capetillo, siento mi vendaje mal, lo siento duro, no sé, pero no tuve la oportunidad ni de golpear nada.
He was really depressed about what happened. That's Antonio's life. And for that to be taken away from him was really difficult for him to handle.
Margarito sat out nearly 16 months before returning to the ring in Mexico with a new trainer, Robert Garcia. In August, he applied to have his license reinstated in California, but was denied. Then, when negotiations with Manny Pacquiao advanced, the state of Texas emerged as a likely host and licensed Margarito without a hearing.
Dije, es el momento de demostrar a la gente que no ocupo ningún tipo de argumento para ganar mis peleas y para demostrarle a todo el mundo boxístico que puedo vencer y que estoy de vuelta.
In my opinion, did he know? 100% yes. You would definitely know.
Of course, you know, what do you think of us? Stupid? You're gonna like, oh, coach, put my hand rough in my hands. I'm gonna close my eyes. Oh, like that, no? Right? It's a common sense.
For his part, Manny Pacquiao prefers to begin his days in the Baguio gym, wrapping his hands himself. On fight night in Dallas, however, Freddie Roach will assume that responsibility, as well as the task of formally observing trainer Robert Garcia wrap Margarito's hands in the opposing locker room.
I don't trust anyone in the world. There's no way he could get away with anything with me, because I'm going to watch him wrap, I'm going to watch him glove, I'm going to sit in that dressing room the whole day, make sure he doesn't do anything illegal. That's it, drive it, knock that pucker out.
Pacquiao's decision to take a big money fight with a disgraced ex-champion was met with no small degree of moral outrage from many fight fans and observers. But according to advisor Michael Kahns, Team Pacquiao sees it another way.
We've been criticized for giving Margarito an opportunity. I believe right now that the best fight available from a financial standpoint is Margarito. Manny had said to me personally too, Well, if he cheated, but he served his time. He was punished. The commission gave him a suspension. He complied with the suspension.
We have to give him a chance to recover his career, and we're just human. We're not perfect.
The November 13th date with Margarito materialized only after a long-anticipated super fight with Floyd Mayweather fell by the wayside once again. Plans for a potential bout in the spring had been shelved when Pacquiao balked at Mayweather's insistence on random drug testing because of his aversion to having his blood drawn within 14 days of a fight. Then a second negotiation for a showdown this fall collapsed, though Team Pacquiao says it was willing to compromise on the issue.
We pretty much agreed to anything on the drug testing except not within 7 days.
I'm not disappointed. I'm okay. If the fight happen, if don't, that's fine. Because of my achievement in boxing, compared to him.
Manny Pacquiao is a storm.
Perhaps the most remarkable of Pacquiao's achievements has been a 15-year march through 10 weight divisions spanning 40 pounds. Against Margarito, Pacquiao will fight at a career-high 150-pound limit and give up 5 inches in height.
That's my role, to fight a bigger guy. Like Oscar, Cotto.
And goes down again.
Clote, Patton.
After Manny beat Oscar, I asked Manny, who do you want to fight next? He said Margarito. I said, Manny, he's a little bit too big. He says, no. He says, I'll destroy him. There's going to be a point there somewhere where we might be too small. I don't think this is it.
Early this year, Margarito's manager approached Garcia about working with his fighter. And in May, while still unlicensed in the U.S., Margarito scored a unanimous decision victory in a bout in Mexico with Garcia in his corner.
I told him, you know what, I want to meet Margarito, I want to talk to him, I want to see if that's going to be a good move for me. He explained to me how everything happened, the way the gauze, the way the padding was inserted and all that. He told me how everything happened. That's when I said, you know what, this guy's telling me the truth. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna help him out.
Te vuelvo a mencionar, estoy mejor que nunca, estoy bien en el peso. Que estaba muy a gusto con Roberto y con todo el equipo.
No te recargues tanto hacia él. Por eso un jaloncito ahí te digo entre las cuerdas porque te paras. Juégales fuerte, pero usted siempre sólido.
Y la verdad que no pudo llegar en el mejor momento a esta pelea.
I'm a popular guy in the Philippines. If I can make somebody happy for a moment by taking a picture, I'm never going to say no. Sometimes, it's overwhelming.
Traditionally, fighters separate from their families in training. But Margarito's wife, Michelle, is in camp every day, revealing a tolerance for the tedious idiosyncrasies of the sport and the occasional indiscretions of her husband.
Mira.
No, Mom. How do you translate that? Tell me.
Sí, fue muy duro lo que Tony pasó durante el año pasado. Le vinieron pruebas muy difíciles.
Me siento contento con que esté ella aquí conmigo. Nunca he estado yo en un entrenamiento solo después de que me casé.
Pienso que al final del camino siempre hay una luz y que esa luz es la que está brillando ahora. Siempre detrás de algo malo viene algo bueno. Eso es lo que pienso que le está sucediendo a Tony ahora.
Trademark speed is something Roach feels is currently lacking from his star pupil. His solution is to recruit another of his top fighters, Amir Khan, as a sparring partner. Khan came to the Philippines to work under Roach's eye. But now the trainer says he's hoping Khan's fast hands will add a new dimension to Pacquiao's preparation.
Manny's having a little trouble in timing and distance with the bigger guys right now, and Amir's a lot faster than our opponent, of course. Manny's kind of fighting at their speed and slowing himself down, and says he feels a little tight and so forth doing that.
No mames, güey. No mames, te baboso. Ponlo aquí, güey, aquí. No mames, güey. Vamos a partir No voy a mirar, no voy a mirar. No mires, güey, no mires, güey, no mires, güey. No mires, güey, no mires, güey.
Cuando estamos en el gimnasio, pues estamos trabajando, ¿no? Pero al mismo tiempo, cuando se termina el round, empezamos a bromear y pues todo. Hay buena vibra en todo el gimnasio, en todo el equipo.
The latest issue of Ring magazine has arrived in the mail. Pacquiao Margarito is among the biggest stories. And there's also another fighter trained by Robert Garcia who got some ink. Undefeated lightweight Brandon Rios.
You look ugly, dude. I know. Look at that. This guy told me to look retarded. Julian, who's gonna win? Pacquiao or Margarito?
Margarito.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Margarito.
No, this guy.
Es puto Pacquiao.
Así es, pendejo.
Remember, you're the congressman now, okay? You make everyone believe that's the right choice, okay? Now, this is our life. This is us, okay? This is your job. Best pound fighter in the world. So you do best. You'll be president someday, but that's right now, Margarito.
At Camp Margarito, they spar 3 days a week. Today, the fighter will go 10 rounds, and like his opponent, face a revolving cast of 4 different partners, each sharing a crucial trait with Manny Pacquiao. They're all left-handed.
Southpaws always present problems for any fighter because they're used to fighting right-handers most of the time, and right-handers don't fight southpaws that often. You know, so that's always a problem, especially when you have a southpaw that is very talented and very strong and very quick. Every day that we train, if we spar, if we don't spar, it's always training them to fight a southpaw.
One of the partners hired is Los Angeles native Cleotis Mookie Pendarvis, who's previously helped Oscar De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton prepare for Pacquiao, and emerged as a master impressionist of the Filipino champion along the way.
This one right here, the little bounce, Pacquiao does that bounce a lot right here. Then he also do the fakes to get him to commit, and then he crack him. Bang, 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 bang. You know, stuff like that. Speed, movement, power. That's why they gave me a lot of calls to come and help these guys out.
Conventional wisdom dictates that one of the keys to fighting a southpaw is to force him to move clockwise, away from the power hand. Antonio Margarito cares little for such intricacies, preferring instead to suffocate his opponents with unremitting pressure.
Pacquiao backs up really easy. You could be the fastest man on the planet, but if you're backing up and you got somebody on top of you throwing 4 or 5 punches at a time, you got to defend yourself. Eso, córtele. That's where we're going to be able to take advantage of and hopefully do the damage there.
3 rounds with him, it's like 5. Ain't nowhere to run.
I want them to try to beat up on Margarito because that's the only way he's going to respond, you know, by having those guys in front of him trying to kick his ass.
Went well. You know, Tony puts a lot of pressure as usual. You know, so it went okay. I definitely want to keep picking it up where he can come out with the W.
Congratulations, you were elected to Congress
Yes.
since the last time you were here. And I see this was from your first day on the job, that you're enjoying it thoroughly. Do they schedule their vacations around your fights? Because everybody there wants you to win, right?
No, it's our speaker's schedule decision.
I got you. But the speaker knows better than to go against you, right?
Maybe. It's good idea.
Feeling that he had lost some of his trademark speed, Pacquiao made the call not to gain any additional weight in these final days of training.
The last 3 weeks, it's kind of, I'm slow because we're putting more weight in my body. That's why I've decided to maintain in 148, 147, just to maintain the speed in power.
Manny trained at 153 pounds against Claudio. We're not near that. So for me, that's an issue.
Manny knows what he's doing, and I gave Manny the green light to do what he wants. He's been doing this for a long time. So right now, we're just keeping him happy and letting him do his job.
Pacquiao's team expects Margarito to possess a weight advantage of as much as 20 pounds on fight night. But fighter and trainer remain confident that their plan to pit speed against size will prevail on November 13th.
My opponent's bigger than me. He's slow, he's not that fast, but I'm faster than him. So we need here is the speed. We need to use that advantage properly.
Every move he makes, we're gonna counter it. I thought this was gonna be a tough fight. I don't think so anymore.
We know what we're gonna do.
Inclusive ayer estaba platicando con mi esposa por todo lo que hemos pasado. He sufrido, he pasado muchas cosas por llegar a donde estoy ahorita. La verdad no pienso en eso, simplemente pues en ganar y demostrar que estoy vigente y demostrar que tengo el poder para poder ganarle a Manny.
El año pasado fueron momentos muy difíciles para Tony, para mí también, porque yo vivo la tristeza con él de todo esto que ha estado pasando, pero cuando supimos que esa pelea se daba, yo vi a Tony diciendo, es mi oportunidad de demostrar todo.
Yo creo que muchas gentes van a estar recordando eso. Yo creo que peleando con él y sabiendo que no hay nada en el vendaje y más si yo creo que noqueo a Manny Pacquiao, yo creo que la gente va a creer. La gente que no cree en mí en estos momentos, yo creo que van a creer después de esta pelea.
Even a Hollywood heavyweight like Robert Duvall can get excited about rubbing elbows with the champ.
How you doing? Give me a hug, man. Hey, good to see you, man.
I let some of my friends come in today just because I want him to be able to show off a little bit and have some fun.
After today, I feel a lot better, maybe all the worrying was for nothing, but he looked great today, and, Margarito's got balls, and I know that he's going to take everything Manny has, but he's going to kill him.
I see Coach Brady that his piece is happy. I know Manny's trading now, 110%.
He's going to destroy this guy. I mean, we're going to make this fight look easy. Our game plan's going to be perfect. He's not going to touch us. Not going to touch us.
I never expecting that I get this position right now to be a champion, But I'm not gonna stay long in boxing. That's what I tell you now. I'm going to focus on my another career. Serve people. I have a big responsibility to those people.
You know what? Honestly, if Mayweather doesn't come to the table, which I don't think he will because he doesn't want to lose in a fight, I think this is it. I honestly think that this might be it. Because you know what? There's no more challenges out there. I'm satisfied with his career. I mean, we're going to have 8 world titles on Saturday. And you know what? That record will never be broken again. I'm going to be in the history books with Manny Pacquiao for the rest of my life.
On November 13th, Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest fighters who's ever lived, will get in the ring to fight Antonio Margarito, the most notorious fighter in boxing. At that point, they're going to be one-on-one with no one there to help them. Until then, they have their trainers. Because of that, today, we have a special face-off, tag team style, with Manny Pacquiao and his trainer Freddie Roach against Antonio Margarito and his trainer Robert Garcia. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Lots changed since the last time I've spoken to either one of you. You've been elected to Congress, you got your license revoked. Antonio, you were a celebrated fighter in boxing, you were on top of the world, and then the incident with the hand wraps, the license was revoked right here, right now, so everyone can see. Were you aware of the plaster in your hand wraps?
Miles de veces lo he dicho que no sabía nada. Otra vez lo vuelvo a decir.
I have said I didn't know. I'll say it again. I had no idea.
So you had no idea if they were used previous to the Mosley fight?
Nunca sentí nada, no golpeé nada, no se usó nada.
Manny has said that he thinks that you had to know. How does that make you feel?
No, pues entonces yo debo saber también, se han oído muchas noticias de que él usa esteroides, es lo mismo si yo dijera lo mismo.
Manny, I have to ask you, as everyone always does when they see you, about who, Manny? Who am I going to ask about?
What?
Who am I going to ask about right now?
I don't know.
You have no idea? Wherever you go, you have to hear about Floyd Mayweather, even today, even now. When it looked as though you refused to take tests until a certain point, people, I think, fairly criticized you and said, wait a minute, what's he hiding? Manny is stopping the fight from happening. Then it seems that you agreed to take all the tests they wanted, and he turned down the fight. And now I think fairly, boxing fans say, well, Manny's not hiding anything, he wants to fight. Floyd doesn't want to fight.
The real champion in boxing, wherever, what sport, the real champion is, he will fight anybody. Boxing fans they want to see a real fight. They want to see more action in the ring. So his style is he loves to throw a lot of punches, and then he's a very aggressive fighter. I think it's very good fight between me and him, and we can make a lot of action in the ring, and that's what people want to see at the best fight, right?
Because of the controversy with the wraps, people are going to divide your career in their minds into two parts, before and after. Since this is going to have to be a very tough fight if you're going to beat Pacquiao, what does it mean to you? What does this fight mean to you in terms of your showing people who Antonio Margarito is?
Bueno, pues yo creo que todo con este escándalo que se hizo, yo creo que ganándole a Manny, yo creo que se olvida todo. Yo ya lo dejé en el pasado.
What will they think?
Que soy un peleador limpio.
And that's important to you?
Sí, porque estuvieron diciendo muchas cosas que no son verdad.
What do you think about that, Freddie?
I think Manny's gonna knock him out inside of 8 rounds.
John. Pues que me mira manco, ¿qué?
What, does he see me crippled or something, or what? What's the point?
I saw your last 2 fights.
What is my concern is he need to train hard, I need to train hard, and we have to do our best to make people happy. We have to make people satisfied on our performance on November 13. That's my concern.
Pre-fight press conferences can occasionally be tedious and predictable, but this engagement is laced with an edge. Following an internet video that surfaced of Margarito and Brandon Rios mocking Freddie Roach's Parkinson's symptoms.
We're gonna have to beat him. Freddie Roach is scared right now. Freddie Roach is scared that we're gonna beat Manny Pacquiao.
Así va a quedar, mira. Así va a quedar llorando.
Ay, Freddie Roach.
There's Freddie Roach right there. Manny Pacquiao. Good afternoon to everybody. First of all, one thing I want to clear up before it gets any bigger. Earlier today, there was a video posted up on YouTube about two of my fighters joking around making fun of Freddie Roach. And this was nothing to do with the disease that Freddie Roach has. We know it's something that we don't wish to nobody. I would never allow that in my gym. That I want everybody to know. This is something personal, something between Team Pacquiao and Team Margarito.
Three-time world champion Antonio Margarito. 150 pounds, Antonio Margarito. 7-time world champion Manny Pacquiao. 144.6, Manny Pacquiao. Here are your two champions. Three-time world champion Margarito, 7-time world champion Pacquiao. Tomorrow night, Cowboys Stadium.
Tail of the tape for Manny Pacquiao against Antonio Margarito. You see the 1-year age advantage for Pacquiao. 4.5 inches of height advantage for Margarito. Shockingly, only a ½ inch of arm length advantage when the arms are measured from the armpit to the end of the fist. Pacquiao has extraordinarily long arms for his height. Manny Pacquiao chose to come in light. Weighed in at 144.6 yesterday and has gone up only to 148 overnight. Antonio Margarito followed his plan. Starched himself to make 150, rehydrated up to 165 overnight. You see the number and the 17-pound functional weight advantage that Margarito will carry into the ring. Live at ringside and turning now to Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel, if you had been charged with the responsibility of training Antonio Margarito for the difficult task of fighting Manny Pacquiao tonight, what plan would you have given him?
To take advantage of that tremendous physical size that he has. He's not only taller but much heavier, put a lot of pressure on him, tight defense and shoot punches up through the center. But he must put a lot of pressure. He cannot fight at a distance because Manny Pacquiao has great reflexes and one of the few boxers that I've saw in history that can get you in exchanges and knock you down because not only will he make you miss, but he lands punches as soon as he lets you miss.
Does Margarito have a chance? Pacquiao's a 5-1 favorite.
I think the odds should be a little closer to that, just merely on the fact that he's a big man. There's about 2 or 3 weight differences. I think that Pacquiao should be favored, but not by no 4 or 5. I think that Margarito does have a chance, yes.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, standing with head trainer Roberto Garcia, wearing black with red, officially weighing 150 pounds. His professional record, 38 victories, including 27 knockouts with 6 defeats. From Tijuana, Baja California Norte, Mexico, the 3-time champion of the world, El Tornado de Tijuana, Antonio Margarito. And fighting out of the red corner, standing with head trainer Freddie Roach, wearing white with gold. Official weight, 144 1/2 pounds. Professional record, 51 victories, including 38 knockouts, with 3 defeats and 2 bouts even. From Sarangani Province, Philippines, the 7-time champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao!
Manny! Rosaries, you want to take his rosaries off? Rosaries? All right, gentlemen. I went over things early in the dressing room. I want you to obey my commands. Protect yourselves all times. Understood? Play Olympia, you win a suerte, touch him up. Let's have a great fight.
Antonio Margarito has said that Manny Pacquiao better be ready for war. Pacquiao always is, and so are we.
He was Antonio Margarito standing in the middle of the ring and boxing with Manny Pacquiao, but that's what's happened so far.
Fighting.
And these are hard shots from a big man.
The size has been a big factor in this fight, as I see right here.
But speed belongs to Pacquiao, and so he rallies back there.
Margarito had when he fought Cotto.
I mean, you're not supposed to be on the ropes against Margarito, and there he is on the ropes, Emmanuel.
Well,
good left hook inside by, or left cross inside by Pacquiao. He lands the right hook too, as Margarito's Pacquiao. Good straight left hand by Pacquiao. Moves away. Now his back is against the ropes. Margarito tries to press the action. Pacquiao hits him flush with a big left hand.
The guy ain't there. You know, that's good ring generalship. Pacquiao does it all the time.
Boxing rounds. But I haven't seen a round I thought, oh, maybe Margarito won.
No, I give all 3 rounds to Pacquiao also.
Under his right eye, so Pacquiao can do that.
Yeah, Margarito's saying that Pacquiao's not hurt wrong and has to do this rather than just bully Margarito around the ring.
But he's beating Margarito up in this round. There's a huge welt under Margarito's right eye. Wilted at the end of the round.
He doesn't just waist punches. His punches are very active.
Just the punch in mid-arc.
Yeah.
Margarito going to the body against the ropes. That was the first here for Margarito. He said, look, I hope he goes up to 180. Every pound he adds is better for him.
Some bigger than others, but he's winning all of them.
Now Margarito catches Pacquiao twice as he's tasted for a moment the advantage of having Pacquiao against the ropes. This is Pacquiao's nightmare. Locked in
What we call a natural. Been getting with a good trainer that really improved him like Freddie did and brought the best out of him. But he does it all and fights everybody. That's what I like about him. He's possibly going to 12-round decision only because of Margarito's side.
I thought Pacquiao would stop Margarito right around the 6th or 7th round. Face looks.
Margarito's hanging in, and he's having more flurries as the fight continues, but Pacquiao just stunned him.
Here you see Manny Pacquiao landing all of these precise punches. Even with a guards up high defense, he still pinpoints areas where he can get through and penetrate. But to me, the perfect fight is the way he fought the last round. Punching, moving in and out, taking advantage of that great net.
Terrific, world-class, one-handed fighter. Margarito banging him against the ropes here, trying to get to Pacquiao's body. That could change the fight. Pacquiao fighting back with his back on.
His factor is fighting while he's tired.
And he's blocking some of the punches, taking some. He took a big left hook there. Conclusions.
I talked to Miguel earlier today. Miguel said this was going to be a very tough fight. As I was saying, I thought that Pacquiao had to edge. He said, man, he may have edge, but it's going to be a hard fight. Punches a little better than a smaller guy, but a regular 140-pounder, I think Manny would have knocked out.
Time. ¿Cuántos?
Lawrence Cole trying to see it to make Margarito shave off the beard, which probably they would have done. Pacquiao said, leave it there. Greatest offensive fighter of the era.
Physically fatigued, both. And this right hook.
He's ready to go. That's one of the biggest jabs I've ever seen.
Hands up, Tony. Bring your hands up. Close up. Recoup. Come on. Get in and throw, Tony.
No, he's hopelessly behind and getting
no head movement at all. There's no head movement.
Pacquiao looking towards the ref, asking him to stop the fight at this point, it looks to me.
Because as long as the guy's punching back.
This is a vicious
This is a vicious, yep. If the referee stopped, there wouldn't be any complaint, but I just don't think he's going to stop it. It's
Pacquiao
really
again looks at Lawrence Cole.
No. Let's seemingly was doing that with Roy Jones in the later rounds, too.
Absolutely. To say, because he's fighting such different guys.
A bigger.
And we're done.
Jim, your prediction was right.
Ladies and gentlemen from Cowboys Stadium, we go to the scorecards. Jay Lango scores the bout 120-108. Glenn Crocker 118-110. Orange Schellenberger 119-109. All three to the winner by unanimous decision. And now winner of his 8th World Championship, the fighting pride of Sarangani Province, Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
Congratulations, Manny, on another brilliant performance. That's a pretty big guy you just beat up. What was that like?
It's hard. I really do my best to win the fight. He's strong and he's a very tough fighter, and I can't believe it.
What can't you believe?
He's very tough and strong, and I never expect that one.
You never expected him to be as strong as he was?
Yes.
It looked as though by the middle of the fight, you were putting your back on the ropes and letting him work you over a little bit. Why was your back on the ropes?
Well, I'm trying to psycho him that I'm not hurting his punches, but the truth is I really strong and I got hurt.
When did you get hurt?
When I stay in the rope.
He did. He hurt you. Where did he hurt you?
Yes, in the body and in the face. He got me in the uppercut. So, and I'm so lucky tonight.
By the end of the fight, the last couple of rounds, it looked to us as though you turned to the referee, maybe asking him to stop the fight. Can you tell us what happened there when you were looking towards the referee in the 11th round?
Yeah, because I feel pity to my opponent, and he looks his eyes and his bloody face, and take a look for that.
In the 12th round, it looked to us like maybe you were backing off a little bit, maybe not to hurt him. Did you carry him in the 12th round?
Well, I'm not looking on the 12th round. I'm not looking for a knockout. I'm just, I want to finish the round.
So you were easing up a little bit in the 12th?
Yeah, I take it easy because my trainer said, and he said, take it easy and you win the round and just be careful, Hanson.
Well, no one can ever question your heart, Tony. Tell us what that fight was like for you.
Bueno, sí. La verdad, pues, Manny, sabíamos que era bastante rápido. La verdad, todo estaba bien. Nomás cuando me cortó, ya no lo miraba bien y ya no me dejaba mirar bien.
We knew Manny was very fast, and we were going good until I got cut, and then that's when the problems started coming.
Did you ever consider stopping the fight?
¿En algún momento?
No, para nada. Yo como todo mexicano siempre doy el corazón arriba del ring y la verdad le fallé esta vez a mi México nuevamente, pero vamos para adelante.
No way. I'm a Mexican. We fight till the end, and this time I failed Mexico, but we'll fight till the end.
Robert, I'd like to ask you,
because he's a Mexican who fights till the end, but was taking a real beating. Did you ever consider stopping the fight and maybe saving Tony from himself?
Never did. Tony's a warrior, and he would have never allowed me to stop this fight.
Thank you both. Jim?
He let Margarito off the hook in the last fight, in the 11th and 12th. I know he could have knocked him out at any moment then, but he was being compassionate.
What did it feel to be hit by a 154-pounder? And do you feel like that makes it so fighting these welterweights doesn't feel as
It's
much?
different. It's different. You know, amazing. I survived that fight. I mean,
He was a lot heavier too after the weigh-ins.
The night of the fight, I was 48 pounds, and Margarito 165 pounds.
What did it feel like when he obviously?
That's why when the WBC, the commission asked me, "Are you going to defend your title?" No, never mind. Give it to them. I'm going back to 147.
What did it feel? You won the fight convincingly, obviously. But what did it feel like to get hit by a guy that was that heavy and that much bigger?
Man, I can, you know, I can carry the punches, but the thing is, after the fight, you can feel something, you know. It's too much.
It took longer to recover?
Yeah.
Like even your arms and stuff.
Yeah, because 147 is that's high for me. My natural weight is 140.